notice me, don't seem to understand. No, I give my all and all to you. Can't you feel something just not right? I thought I told you so 1,000 times how much I really love you, but you keep drifting away to someone else. How do I need to prove to you that love takes time? You must have been a fool to see my heart beats for you. She said she doesn't think she loves me, but that's for sure she really likes me. She's tearing me apart, and I don't think I can take this anymore. No, 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 no. And all I want is all or nothing. I gotta go crazy, cross my heart, 'cause all I ever wanted is her love. Said I've been thinking all about this thing called love, and every time I try, it just turns out that I cry. Something deep inside just keeps holding you back, and maybe it's time I just moved on. So baby, it's not about me. You got so much going on, baby. How could you do me this way? Causing me so much pain. She said she doesn't think she loves me, but that's for sure she really likes me. She's tearing me apart, and I don't think I can take this anymore.
That was Candy Rose, the best you ever had. If you want to hear more music like this from Candy Rose and other artists, indie, R&B, jazz, soul, punk, reggae, R&B, we have it all. If you're looking for alternative music or alternative radio stations that provide you with social issues, in-depth analysis, things of that nature, if you're just going home from work or going to work, or just want to sit back and relax and listen to something else different, why don't you come down, check us out. This is G.E. Shaw, Sime, Mixlr Radio. We bring you the best of all indie music. So give us a shot. Come on down. SIME.today/Mixlr. Or you can always find us on the Spreaker channel, the Spreaker radio system. We're also on Mixlr, Facebook. Just give us a shot. This is G.E. Shaw.
Are you an independent musician? How would you like to have your songs played on hundreds of radio stations just like the one you're listening to right now? Join MusicSubmit.com and we'll promote your music to radio stations and blogs in your genre. It's free to set up your account, and we guarantee your music will be considered for airplay by radio stations worldwide. Why not sign up today? It's free. MusicSubmit.com. Radio promotion for indie musicians.
I guess the bug is hitting everybody. This is G.E. Shaw, SIME, Mixlr Radio, coming to you live tonight. Rhani D Chae, our co-host, will not be in today due to illness. I guess the illness, like I said, is hitting everybody. So, without further ado, you gotta deal with me, G.E. Shaw. And we'll be back in a few minutes to talk news and March Madness. This is G.E. Shaw, SIME, Mixlr Radio tonight. This is Intoxicated, Undecided Future.
Can't take the heat. There's a fire starter sparking up the beat. Someone come call 911 for me. She's so out that I've forgotten how to breathe. Look at your moves. Take a shot or two, we'll rocket to the moon. All the stars don't look so far when I'm with you. The Milky Way is coming into view. It don't matter what I do. No legs make work of than the thicker side of you. I can't hear a word you're saying, cause I'm just too intoxicated on you. Intoxicated. I say, oh my God, doesn't matter, call me crazy, but darling, I look so amazing on you. Intoxicated. I say, oh my God. Floor. Ooh, the smell of sex is second best to yours. There's no telling what could have been behind these doors. It don't matter what I do. No legs make work of than the thicker side of you. Ooh. I can't hear a word you're saying, cause I'm just too intoxicated on you. Intoxicated. Say, oh, call me crazy, but darling, I look so amazing on you. Intoxicated. Say, oh my God. Yeah! I'm a bit intoxicated. I don't know if you can take it though. I'm a bit intoxicated. smoking up the room, feeling my lungs filling up with you. It don't matter what I do, no, it gets me quicker than the thicker side of you. I can't hear a word you're saying, 'cause I'm just too intoxicated on you. Say, oh my God, doesn't matter, call me crazy, but darling, I'd look so amazing on you. Say, oh my God, yeah, I'm so intoxicated, so intoxicated. Oh my God, yeah, I'm intoxicated.
Ja, de oefenkoelbouw.
Come on, Dad.
And that was Intoxicated, Undecided Future. And we're back. And for people who don't know, this is G.E. Shaw, Sime, Mixlr Radio Tonight. And we're here without the lovely Rhani D Chae, my co-host. The person who brings the laughter, the joy, the humor to this radio show, talk show, especially in the first hour. She's not here. She's feeling sick. I feel sorry for her. Let's all say, we miss you, Ronnie. Okay, now let's get back to what's going on around the world. First of all, let's talk about a little bit of the madness, March Madness, the NCAA tournament. I don't know about a lot of people out there. I don't know if you play a lot. I don't know if you really into college basketball, etc., etc., etc. But I am. And I love the madness. It started off slow because I honestly thought it was going to go chalk for a moment. You know, all the top 4 seeds and all the 4 quadrants. But, as always, as every year, it never lets me down. Starting in the South, the number 1 overall, number 1 seed, University of Virginia, kicked it off with some serious upsets. UMBC took out Virginia, but they didn't just beat them. See, normally when you have a Cinderella team and they come up and they pull an upset, it's usually a buzzer beater, free throws winning at the end, or a mishap, a turnover, or something of that nature. But in regards to this particular game, let's give UMBC a little hand, man. Let's give them a hand. Let's give them applause. Because, hey, they did their thing. They came out. They seriously thought they could win. And they put it to them. But let's just not just dwell on that one. There were a lot of major upsets. March Madness is here, baby. It's here. And it didn't let me down. There was upsets in both the men's and women's tournaments. Don't follow women as heavy as I do the men's, but I think at last count there was 2 number 11 seeds taking out 2 number 3 seeds in the women's tournament. I'll get back and some information on that later on, either tonight, tomorrow, and we'll talk about some women's basketball. But for right now, the men's, the madness. Let's recount. Number 1 seed in the South went down, which was a major upset. Then we had, if I'm not mistaken, let me look, Arizona. The number 4 seed went down. And they got beat pretty handily too. And then the number 6 seed went down to Loyola Chicago, my bad. Beat Miami. Tennessee won until they got to the next round. But we just look at the first round openers. Nevada takes out Texas. Cincinnati takes out Georgia State. Xavier, etc. Mizzou loses to FSU. Ohio State. Everybody's talking about Ohio State making a run. We'll get back to that in a moment. Houston, to me, I thought would have been the dark horse. And I think, to a certain degree, Michigan got lucky. All right, yeah, the guy talking about he practices all the time, but that's in the second round, and we're going to get to that particular game in a minute. And then in the opening rounds, we had Texas A&M taking out Providence, which was expected. At least I thought so. And UNC, University of North Carolina, taking out Lipscomb. But they gave him a fight for a moment. But where everything gets going is in the second round of the tournament, which occurred on, I think they played on Sunday. Kansas State held on to beat up UMBC. UMBC didn't go down without a fight, baby. They fought. Hey, it was a close one. Then Kentucky handles Buffalo. And Buffalo, if I'm not mistaken, is the one that, literally destroyed Arizona. But Buffalo was, they was hitting, they were hot, and they came out of the game fighting. The team that we all should be looking at and should be watching is Loyola of Chicago. Because what they did when they took out Tennessee was earth-shattering. Now, let me see if I got this right. I want to make sure I'm reading this right. Yeah, because Chicago beat Miami. Nobody expected them to do that. Then they went and took out the Volunteers of Tennessee. It was a good game, though. Don't get me wrong. It was a close, hard-fought, deserving game. Anybody deserved that game. And, hey, you get your hands off to Tennessee. They fought. They went down like a big seed. They fought. And then, another surprise. Nevada taking out Cincy, the number 2 seed. So we have a 1 seed, 2 seed, 3 seed, a 4 seed go down. And that's in the West and in the South. Ohio State actually got beat by Gonzalez, which is one of the teams that a lot of people thought would make it to the Final Four. And that's Gonzaga. And guess what? Gonzaga's making that run again. But let's get to the Houston Michigan game. I feel sorry for Houston. I really do. Okay, Michigan made a big time shot. That freshman made a big time shot. The thing about that I guess I love and hate is how they go over that one scenario where the freshman made a big time shot. I ain't gonna lie. The kid made a big time shot at the buzzer. But when you go back and let's play it back slowly, I feel sorry. I think the kid's name was Davis or David, whichever the case. I think it was Davis. The kid from Houston. This kid played a hell of a game. Whatever Houston needed, wherever they needed to get, wherever they needed, whether it's a rebound, assist, a block, a steal, he did it all. Their big time point guard had a good game too, but if they would have won, I would have gave the award to Davis. The kid played, and I feel sorry for him. I really do. My heart goes out for him because let's put it in perspective, if he would have made one of the free throws, and I think he did. No, he didn't. It would have went into overtime, and you don't know what would have happened. Houston still could have lost, or Michigan would have went down, and that would have been the third seed. But the thing I look at is Houston has not been back to the big dance in a long time. If memory serves me right, and I think they talked about it, ever since Clyde the Glide, Dressler, Akeem, 5 Slammer, Jammer were there. And they were big back in the day, in the 80s. 5 Slammer, Jammer. Everybody know who I'm talking about, who follows college basketball. But, getting back to this kid, I hope the kid rebounds for this and goes on to have if he decides to try a pro ball or overseas, have a illustrious career. He played the game. He missed 2 free throws, crucial free throws, and those free throws more than likely would have catapulted him into the Sweet 16. So my hats go off at him, go off to the Houston Cougars for making it exciting, and all the other teams that put a thrill in the seeds, the top seeds. It was a big time game over the weekend, and that's just the way the ball bounces sometimes. They always say some teams are destined and some teams are not. But now, let's look at my bracket. And I'm pretty sure everybody else's bracket looks similar to mine. Bleeding on one side. But guess what? Overall, yours truly, I still finished overall percentile 97%. Now, yeah, I know there's a lot of people that are a lot higher, 97.8 or 99 or whatever. But as of right now, one part of my bracket is shot, but my strength and the biggest part of my bracket, I still have 2 legitimate teams having a shot to get to the Final Four. Villanova and the team that no one's really talking about. And I understand, because they had an up and down, round and round season, but came on strong like they always do. Bill Self and the Rock Chalk Jayhawks. That's right, Rock Chalk Jayhawks. That's mine. That's my boys out of Kansas. KU, Bill Self. And they're led by a guy, I think he's up for several awards and a Player of the Year, but I don't think he really gets his just due. Devontae Graham, the leader of the Jayhawks. Don't get me wrong, the Jayhawks boy got some guards that can flat out play. And if they're on, look out. But in saying that, I think KU's been going under the radar, which is kind of strange for a number 1 seed. But they've been, I think, under the radar. They're not, let's just put it this way. If you had, vanilla flavor, chocolate flavor, a swirl flavor, candy corn, the Jayhawks would probably be the candy corn flavor. They're not the flavor of taste to make it to the Final Four. And Dick Vitale, be quiet. I love you, but you're funny. You always take the Jayhawks out. You always take them out either in the Sweet 16 or they are gone by in the team of 32. Round of 32, excuse me. They never make it past the Sweet 16 or to the Elite Eight in the last couple of years that you've been talking about. Leave them alone, please. Okay, but in saying that, my Jayhawks, as of right now, are in to the Sweet 16. Took out the partner cases, the pronosticator who had them dead in the first round up against the 16C, which actually, that 16C was a pretty good team. I ain't gonna lie. Penn gave him a little trouble early, but then Devontae Graham and the Jayhawks took over. Devontae had a bad game in the second round against Seton Hall, but man, whoever this kid is for Seton Hall, that forward, stretch forward, power forward, center, you name it, that kid is a straight out beast. I think he had a double, no, ain't no thing. The kid had a double. Crazy double. Hasn't been done in, I think, over 10 years. 28 points, 30, and 23, 24 rebounds. The kid was a straight out beast. But the Jayhawks prevailed. The guards and Devontae Graham had a bad shooting game, but boy, he dished out 9 assists, got some steals, got some rebounds, did everything else he needed. And Malik Newman came on big. And Maluk, and I'm not going to try to pronounce his last name because it's a death kill. But the other guard came on, and their other guard came on strong. The Jayhawks have 4 legit guards. If they're all on, shooting the three, doing their thing, they're hard to beat. But I'm going to give it a clap because my boy, Uduke, who had a bad knee sprain, ACL sprain, wasn't supposed to play that much, and we needed him. Gave a gallant effort. I think he put up 20. He was able to play 24 minutes, 10 rebounds, 7 rebounds. I think he had a block. So, for a kid who's struggling with injuries, he came in and gave him some valuable minutes. Lightfoot, hands and props out to you too. That's the reason we're in to the Sweet 16. But this is where it gets strong. You have some good games coming up on Wednesday and Thursday. You got Nova, Alabama. You have, the Big 12. Excuse me for a minute. I had to get in there. Big 12 is showing strong. The Big 12, man. My power conference. West Virginia is going up against Marshall. No. They already beat Marshall. So West Virginia's in there. They are in against Nova. That's going to be an interesting game. You got Nova, West Virginia. You have Texas Tech, Purdue. You got Kansas, Clemson. That, to me, is going to be the game coming up Friday. That's going to be the game. All games played that Friday, that might be the barn burner. And then, who do we have? We got Syracuse and Duke. Another major upset. The play-in team that had to play themselves into the round of 64. Syracuse had to win in the playing round. Then they had to go take on Michigan State, took them out. No, scratch that. Had to take on TCU, took them out in the first round. Then they had to take on Michigan State in the second round, took them out. And now they're on to play Duke. To me, between that one and the historic upset of University of Virginia, man, the madness is here. And it's strong. It's really, legitimately in full swing. You could, not say it's going to happen, not say it's going to happen, but you could see some double-seeded teams make it to the Final Four. Now, whether or not they're going to win or not, I don't think so. But we shall see. But Thursday and Friday, there's going to be some big-time games. Let me look again. I want to make sure I get this all right. I don't want to deceive nobody. But this is what we got going on. You got a couple 1 seeds gone. So that destroyed the bracket. Now it's up to Kansas, Duke, Villanova to bring order back to the bracket. Anything else? If you have any bracket busters out there that destroyed you, that hurt you, that made you feel bad, you need to come and talk to the Shaw, G.E. Shaw. I'm feeling your pain. I really am. This is G.E. Shaw. I will be back in 5. This is Here We Go Again. This is Karma, followed by Overtime, Sade. You suck. You suck! I hope that ain't clear.
Where have you gone? We were once as one, like a familiar melody, with the right harmony. But then you went away, said you'd be back someday so we would be in tune, just like a summer moon. I know you'll want me back, but your promises go flat, and we'll be out of key, just like I knew we would be. It wasn't long ago we were dancing in the park, cheek to cheek, hand to hand. You always made me smile, but then you went away, said you'd be back someday so we would be in tune, just like a summer moon. I know you'll want me back, but your promises go flat, and we'll be out of key, just like I knew we would be. And here we go again, here we go again. We go up and down, round and round. We don't know which way is up or which way is down. And here we go again, on that merry-go-round that we call love. We go up and down, round and round. We don't know which way is up or which way is down. Where have you gone? We were once as one, like a familiar melody, with the right harmony. But then you went away, said you'd be back someday, so we would be in tune, just like a summer moon. I know you'll want me back, but your promises go flat, and we'll be out of key, just like I knew we would be. And here we go again, on that merry-go-round that we call love. We go up and down, round and round. We don't know which way is up or which way is down. And here we go again, on that merry-go-round that we call love. We go up and down, round and round. We don't know which way is up or which way is down. We don't know which way is up or which way is down.
they get better. Stories from the wrong side of the tracks. I try not to think about that and relax because of the way he makes me feel. Yeah, I'd love to find a person who is perfect in everything they say and do, but you know perfection's never real.
I know. So I'm holding on, I don't think it's wrong if I'm not that strong.
Nobody said it has to last forever.
So I'm holding on, I don't think it's wrong if I'm not that strong.
Sometimes things get bad before they get better.
There's been times when I lost my mind, but I've been putting in overtime. You're my star, so I'm trying to get you these diamonds. Double help you shine, double help you shine. Got me putting overtime. Got me putting overtime. So I'm holding on, I don't think it's wrong if I'm not that strong.
Nobody said it has to last forever.
So I'm holding on, I don't think it's wrong if I'm not that strong.
Sometimes things get bad before they get better.
So I'm holding on, I don't think it's wrong if I'm not that strong.
Nobody said it has to last forever.
So I'm holding on, I don't think it's wrong if I'm not that strong.
Sometimes things get bad before they get better. Stories from the wrong side of the tracks. I try not to think about that and relax because of the way he makes me feel.
And we're gonna come right back and discuss what's going on in the social landscape. Bombings all over Texas. Is this a warning or more things to come? Do we have a lot of unhappy, mentally disturbed, or mentally unhappy people out there? We'll come back and talk about that. But I can't go without saying a special happy birthday to my brother. What's up, Gerald? Happy birthday, my man. This is for you. This is Ashley Hines and the Driven.
We up all night, can't get no sleep, so we hop in the Jeep and cruise down the street. Gotta listen to some beats just to clear my head. I look up the road, it's a party right ahead, so you know we're gonna be there. There's so many people there, it's looking like Times Square. The air's so light, it's taking me a flight. It's so carefree, it's gotta be right. As we walk to the party, no time to waste. Gotta hit the dance floor, that's the place. Turn to the left, turn to the right. Hit it old school, no time to fight. I wanna see everybody doing a dance. It don't matter what color, what race you is, just get up. Shake yourself, just come on. Take a chance, just slide to the left and slide to the right. Take a step forward, shimmy just right. Hear everybody say it's gonna be a good night. Yeah, a very, very good night. Now it's the time to let your light glow. Just let go. It's time to be yourself. Don't sit up on a shelf. Join the party. You know you wanna party. Come on, join the party. You know you wanna party.
We party all night, we party all day. We won't go home till the break of day. We party all night, we party all day. We won't go home, so let's clear the way. Let's party. We party all night, we party all day. We won't go home till the break of day. We party all night, we party all day. We won't go home, so let's clear the way.
Strobe lights flashing, music blasting. Everyone dressed in the latest fashions. Get on the dance floor, let your hair down. Throw your hands up and wave them all around. All about love, never been about hate. This is a time to celebrate. show. Let's go.
We party all night, we party all day. We won't go home till the break of day. We party all night, we party all day. We won't go home, so let's clear the way. Let's party, party. We party all night, we party all day. We won't go home till the break of day. We party all night, we party all day. We won't go home, so let's clear the way.
And that was Let's Party, Ashley Hines and the Driven. And it went out to Mr. G.W. Upshaw, Mr. Cool. Happy birthday, girl. And let's talk a little bit about what's going on in Texas, man. Tell me about it. What's going on out there? San Antonio, Austin, Texas, period? Please tell me what's going on. Seriously. We have several bombings that happened over, what they say, a few week period since the beginning of March. We don't know when race related or not, because in the beginning, from what it looks like, residential bombings in the black and Hispanic communities. But there's no crime, there's no rhyme to reason to this, because the most recent bombing, first of all, was in a white neighborhood, residential area. Plus, FedEx had a bomb go off in the FedEx station. And let me make sure I get the facts right. San Antonio, that's where that one hit. And it appears, reports of a package explosion at Goodwill store on Brody Lane Tuesday night initially sparked another panic. So, are we dealing? Yeah, that would be a question to really ponder about. Is this a serial bomber terrorizing the area? I mean, are we terrorizing certain people, or what's the deal? There's no rhyme or reason with this. It appears, though, and it's just me talking out loud and just looking at what I'm looking at from a perspective, that we have quite a few unhappy people out there that are fed up, I guess, with what's going on in the world. World events. Let's face it. Homeless at a high rate. Their suicide rates are at a high, and it's trending upward. People are still losing homes out there. Homeless populations are still growing. There's ageism going on out there. Seniors are losing homes. Seniors are becoming more of the homeless community. We have a lot of youngsters out there that are homeless. And a lot of them are, suicidal, committing suicide. And that's a very prevalent thing that's going on right now in the society. We just choose not to acknowledge it, because we hope if we don't acknowledge it, it'll go away. People, it's not going away. So we need to get some solutions together. I don't have all the solutions. I wish I did. I wish I had more to say about that matter as far as solutions to the problem. I'm bringing the problems to light on this platform. But here's the thing. Getting back to the thing that's going on also. Excuse me. As quoted here, and this is from Yahoo. That the intact package was discovered by FedEx workers, the company said in a statement, and could yield major clues in the hunt for the suspect. Because right now they don't even have a clue who they're looking for or what tripped this person off. It could be more than just one. We don't know that. That's the dilemma that they're dealing with right now. That's the whole problem. That's maybe once they figure out who the individual is, or if there's more than one or two, or maybe there's a pack, or maybe, you never know. Just random people upset. Once they can figure out what's going on, then the police will have a better idea. Law enforcement, FBI, they're gonna bring everybody in on this. We'll have a better idea of what's going on. But what I'm saying and what I believe is the fact that, hey, it's the truth, man. We living in a very shaky time. Okay, I'm gonna tell you something that I really am looking at, and this is what I'm looking at. Remember all the stuff that happened leading up to the Rodney King tragedy? There were signs then. There were noticeable signs of distress in the communities, unhappiness in the communities, people losing jobs, etc., etc., etc. Now, don't take my word for it, but you go back and you go look, you'll find that there are a lot of similarities. And, you know, we can't rule out terrorism. All right, let's keep that in mind. We can't rule out the fact this could be a terrorist act. But normally, okay, let me put it another way. Let me put it to you in a different format. I would have said maybe this is targeted towards certain, groups of people or holidays or whatever. But what's coming up? Easter. Now, if it's a terrorist act, we're looking at making an example out of Easter, a holiday that's really more of a religious holiday that's dated back even before, well, let's date it way back, all right, centuries back. And we want to use that as a reason for a terrorist act. To me, that would be childish. That'd be stupid because a lot of terrorism that's going on will be traced back to the early days of Christianity, which is back in the Middle East. So I'm tend to ruling that out right now. I'm more or less looking at the fact that we got some mentally disturbed individuals out there, or some people who are unhappy that are causing these strategic acts. And the thing is, and I agree with the latest reports, trip bombs, wired, these now are starting to elevate to more of a professional, more knowledgeable individuals that know how to set bombs, to put bombs in the right areas, and use wires, trip wires, to set off bombs. So these are more, I'm not saying the other ones weren't deliberate acts, because they are. Anytime you take a life, and no matter if it's a bomb, a gun, a knife, or whatever the case may be, it's a deliberate malice act. But these are more calculative. These are more, there's been time put into setting these tripwires. So are they targeting certain individuals? That's what law enforcement, the FBI, everybody's looking at. That's my opinion too. Is that if we don't get a handle on this, because see, this is like, as far as we know right now, in Texas. But how do we not know that this is not setting out a chain reaction across the country? Or this might be global. We don't know that. But the problems we do know is that there's a lot of tension, social racism, social, you know what, and yeah, it's racism out there. It's been there for years. It's been there for decades. It's been around for centuries. Prejudice, racism, sexism, ageism, whatever the case may be. We find a way to trip it. We find a way to go back and repeat the tragic events over and over and over again until we fool around and just destroy humanity as it is. not trying to get into a religious war with anybody, but one of the things that always came to mind, I always remember from back, you know how you when you go to school back in the day when they had religion still in the schools and you had your little studying and everything else. Well, here's the thing. One of the things I always was imprinted, forged into the brain was the one thing that stated verse. I don't know. Don't ask me to repeat the verse. I'm not going to be able to do that. But I tell you this: that if another catastrophic event happens to the world, globally, domestically, locally, whatever the case may be, uh, if you believe in, God, Jehovah, whatever you believe in as a religion, they're all based on the same thing. Man will be the destruction of his own world. And that's, to me, where things are heading. If you have any comments to that, you want to talk or want to text me, send me an email. We can sit down over some coffee and talk about it. We can talk online. I'll be here tomorrow. I'm not going nowhere. This is the G. Shaw, man. This is the guy who looks for conversation, interaction. That's what we all about. This show is about that. Maybe we get more people out talking, more people out there discussing issues, even though they might disagree with certain things out there, even though they might disagree with how it's being put out there or the platform it might be used in. Hey, they knock LeBron because he uses the platform for certain things. Hey, don't knock LeBron for that. LeBron's doing what he feels is right. A lot of athletes are doing what they feel is right. But the fact of the matter is, maybe we start talking, discussing issues out there openly, sincerely. Maybe some of these problems might dissolve itself. I'm not saying it's going to overnight, miraculously, we're going to go kumbaya, or everybody's going to join together in hands. That ain't going to happen. I know that. I wrote poems on that, wrote books on that, wrote monologues dealing with stuff like that. But the problem is, we need to find some way, somehow, to sit down, relax, talk, and bring these things to the light. Because when it's all said and done, people, we all going to the same place, to the grave. So, how we go to the grave, whether or not we respect it, there's a legacy of sincerity, integrity going to that grave, or whether or not we going to graves as people of destruction, malice, hatefulness, leaving that legacy to bring onto our families. That's not cool either. I'd rather have a legacy that brings hope to my family, that my family has that hope of a legacy that I left them. That's what we need to talk about. That's what we need to get into. That's what we need to bring to the table. This is just my opinion. Like I said, this is G.E. Shaw. I'm just talking about what I feel. If my co-host was here, she'll probably bring me down a couple levels. She'll probably say, Greg, you need to come down a couple notches. Had a good friend, Charmaine, went to school with, Evergreen State. She used to be my calming board. She used to tell me, you up there, Greg, we need you to come down 2 or 3 notches. Bring that philosophical stuff down a couple notches. Because you're getting out there and, people just, when you get out there, people don't have an understanding of where you're going. So I'm trying to bring myself back down to a level where we all can sit there and look at things in perspective, all right? Whether you're black, you're white, you're Asian, you're yellow, you're red, whatever the case may be. We all have different cultural differences. That's just the way it is. But let's face it, America is all about that, right? We are a culture of a fruit bowl. We got everything. We got every flavor. We got every taste. But we need to figure out one thing. That's what my dad told me a long time ago. We're going to all be together. We're going to all live on the same planet until we all leave this planet one way or the other. We better start learning how we can deal with each other, respect each other, and live with each other. Because guess what? We're not going nowhere. We're not leaving. We're not going nowhere. And unless we figure that one out, we're going to be in trouble. This is G.E. Shaw. This is my moment, my tidbit for the day. I will be back. This is AJ Smooth. Come on, girl.
Yeah. Come on, girl. Come on, girl. Come on, girl. Come on, girl. Be mine, and I will do anything for you. Come on, girl. Be mine. I will do anything for you. You will too. Once you feel my groove, and I will be. You will see your morning shine. Your morning shine. Come on, girl. Be my world and let me in your life. I love your walk and the way you talk. Come on, girl, be mine. Come on, girl. Come on, girl. Come on, girl, girl. Come on, girl. Won't you love and be mine, be mine? And I will do anything for you, for you. Come on, girl. Come on, girl. Be mine, mine. Love is blind. Will last your mind. Grown ass man, gonna hold your hand. The world can see we are here. They watch you and me. They watch you and me. Come on, girl. Come on. Open your world. Don't you waste my time. Said I love your smell and your fancy nails. So come on, girl, be mine. Come on, girl. Come on, girl. Come on, girl, girl. Come on, girl. Won't you love and be mine, mine? And I will do anything for you, for you. Come on, girl, be mine. Ba-da-ba, be mine. Ba-da-ba-da. Come on, girl, be mine, mine. Ba-da-ba, be mine. Sa-da, sa-da, come on, girl. Sa-da, sa-da, girl. Be mine, mine. Come on, girl.
It's party time. It's party time. Let's change the atmosphere. It's time to party in here. It could be your birthday. That's the reason to party. It's time for vacation. That's the reason to party. It's time for payday. It's time for celebration. It's time to take a party break. It's party time. It's time to get away and have some fun. It's time to take a party break. It's party time. It's time to celebrate. It's time for the holidays. That's the reason to party. It's time for anniversary for all the queens and kings. It's time for graduation, dancing to party time. Celebration, good times. 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 It's time to take a party break. It's party time. It's time to celebrate. Everybody clap your hands, let's have some fun. I said everybody clap your hands, let's have some fun. I said everybody clap your hands, let's have some fun. I said everybody clap your hands, let's have some fun. It's party time. It's party time. It's party time.
Nah, this ain't for everybody. Just the ones that can recognize game, you feel me? Let me show you what real game is.
My game
is
all good.
It's all good.
Y'all wish y'all could. I wish y'all would. Keep hating. It's all good.
This light of mine shines, illuminates the grind down the path that Johnny Cash ready walked the line with no time to stop and water the tree. I'm dealing with rush hour like I'm Carter and Lee. The flow go beyond ability to rock a party. Them rhymes can change times like Doc and Marty. Marching down like them Saints and Nolans, causing problems, evolving. That's why they call me Darwin. Sky's the limit if my own heart straight left Texas, but remained in a Lone Star State until my mountaineers. I know it's been a few years. I'll give you all I got, just lend me 2 ears. It ain't hard to tell, but it's hard to sell. Finding heaven is actually harder than hell. So anytime you come across this new name, expect nothing less but all good game.
My game is all good.
It's all good.
Y'all wish y'all could. I wish y'all would.
I wish you would.
Keep hate.
Keep hate.
It's all good.
It's all good.
Keep hate.
Keep hate.
I'm good.
I'm good.
Keep hate.
Keep hate.
I'm good.
I'm good.
Keep hate. I'm good.
I'm good.
Keep hate. I'm good.
Verse 2, changed ways since the days of my first crew. Now I'm all dash game, lead more than pursue. Without death in sight, entering my second life and regain this whole don't mess with Texas fight. With a third eye open, no team at 13, but I tend to scheme like Danny Ocean. Got a vision in high definition, I can't lose. When the mission's impossible, I become Tom Cruise. Don't let this new jack get busy. Everywhere I go becomes New Jack City. Spiking punchlines, and that's no joke, but it might jack you up like Jack and Coke. Gotta have it, addicted to new age black magic, can't stop. I keep going at it like jackrabbits, and that's how I became the jack of all trades. Out to win diamonds, clubs, hearts, and spades.
My game is all good.
It's all good.
Y'all wish y'all could. I wish y'all would.
I wish I would.
Keep hate.
Keep hate.
It's all good.
It's all good.
Keep hate.
Keep hate.
I'm good. Keep hate.
You know I'm good.
I'm good. Keep hate.
Keep hate.
I'm good.
I'm good.
Keep hate. I'm good.
Lifestyles of the undergrad, black middle class, out to prove we don't break like brittle glass. Can't relate to rich and famous or poor and dangerous. No matter how the media tries to shape us, I do me. Only duty is that rhyme slick game. Got dogs to fight for me on that Mike Vick game. Straight Reggie Miller and an NY Nick game. Kicked aside, being on that sidekick game. Never robbing in the night scene. I'm Nightwing, flashing through your mind, striking like lightning. Separating the reasonable and absurd. Out here make hungry MCs bite the curb. Not in the game yet, but that's fine. As long as you know that the real show come at halftime. So don't change the channel, just check the candle. Cause this light of mine shines, illuminates my grind.
My game is all good.
It's all good.
Y'all wish y'all could. I wish y'all would.
Keep hate, it's all good. Keep hate, I'm good. Keep hate, I'm good. Keep hate, I'm good. Keep hate, I'm good. My game's all good. Y'all wish, y'all could. I wish y'all would. Keep hate, it's all good. Keep hate, I'm good. Keep hate, I'm good. Keep hate, I'm good. Keep hate, I'm good. DAR1, still all good game. Darwin theory, origin.
Lyrical Akuma here, and you gon' get some bars today. For instance, I take up a distance with confronted so that the opposition stays far away. With a dictionary, a hand, and some utensils. Stack up a stationary and stab at you with a sharpened number 2 pencil. Man, that's how I put holes in you and land. Smitten by written fire bars and mobilized. Instead of melting you, they would have frozen you instead. Robo gun clap, spines rip, you'll come back blinded. I talk about the times I can play repeatedly, you are one track minded. Never paid in my house, and I'm usually spraying the cruise full of dudes that are foolishly playing. You're thugging, rich, homie, confused, degraded, thinking anybody can rap, even Buddha be drinking. To lose dismay, you refuse the computer be saying. But the funniest part is that without spiky blonde hair and a tail, there isn't that much for you to be saying. The rest of the underground fear me. They ain't nice enough to kick it with the Premier League. So when they begin to do it major, I'll be one of your favorite stars. In ball clay, we mold and play with the clay the way that we play with ball. I came, I saw, I gave them these bars. Nothing but bars. Nothing but bars. Nothing but bars. Nothing but bars. I came, I saw, I gave them these bars. Nothing but bars. Nothing but bars. I gave them these bars. My presence is my present to hip-hop, I'm the gift to rap. Because I write until the letters stuck up in my cuticles and it rips it back. To the skin of my fingertips, you tip your crackers, rappers, weird aristocrats. Because they're in for the intricate, quick with the schemes on paper. Until the wrist to crack. Y'all took the skill out of rap and you left it destitute. The rest of you dressed in tights and makeup looking like you wrestle too. The boss is sharp as cursive, make you nail cut off your head cause you don't deserve it. So it isn't Easter when I explain just how they execute. I can't deal with Chico Bonitas, they still wrong, making me out to be the easiest rapper to feel on. Girl, get the hell out before a white bee come and take you from the window to the wall for you trying to get low on my little John. Realize it's the best thing when I vibe in a secting. My bars are boring into your brain, I'm not in the sleep. I'm not interesting. I'll diss anybody, I will diss air. Diss them once that were listening, then I diss them again, then I leave them in despair. Let me tell you this here. I came, I saw, I gave them these bars. Nothing but bars. Nothing but bars. Nothing but bars. Nothing but bars. I came, I saw, I gave them these bars. Nothing but bars. Nothing but bars. I gave them these bars. My lyrical arrangement is in great order. I've come to take everything and then keep it. I am a straight hoarder. Let it smell the napalm in the morning, you're gonna taste more. You disrespect lyrics, connect, you hit the deck like you a skateboarder. You bunnies hop to what's hip, y'all heavy duty coons. So when double S bugs out on you vegetables, it's the Looney Tunes. That's all. Y'all colloquially copy your cronies with Crayola coordinated color and colorful robots, Megazords and Voltron. I'm about to leave a man baking like ham bacon, selling sandwiches that the man gave him. If they want to birth, you put their hands on me. After I sock them off, I'm leaving the van vacant, and then I'm a demand payment. That's for my hand breaking. Breathtaking, provided a tune to play to. The rest of y'all need life to have dough to fill a hole in it, and that's when I present a bagel. When it comes to the battle, I'm a judge with the gavel. Every single sentence sentence you to life imprisonment with no bail or parole. So don't you fix your face to say that I never gave you bars. I came, I saw, I gave them these bars. Nothing but bars. Nothing but bars. Nothing but bars. Nothing but bars. I came, I saw, I gave them these bars. Nothing but bars. Nothing but bars. I gave them these bars.
let me be great. Just let me be great. Just let me be great. Just let me be great. Why you hate? I'ma grind today. Ain't got time to play. I'm trying to dominate. Stay out my way. Just let me be great. Ain't no mistake. Any kind of way. I'ma find a way. In my kindest way. What I'm trying to say. Just let me be great. 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 Just let me be great. In with the real. Out with the fake. You wax, stay in your space. Hey, just let me be great. My mentality is actually full-blown capacity. I'm turned up to the max. Please, just let me be great. I'm talking about building brands. I need you to understand. But if you can't comprehend, then just let me be great. Everybody with a dream that really know what I mean. From old heads to teen scream. Just let me be great. 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 Just let me be great. 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 Great, just let me be great, 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 just let me be great, 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 just let me be great. Why you hate? I'ma grind today. Ain't got time to play. I'm trying to dominate. Stay out my way. Just let me be great. Ain't no mistake. Any kind of way. I'ma find a way. In my kindest way. What I'm trying to say. Just let me be great, 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 great. Just let me be great, 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 great. Just let me be great, great, great. Great, just let me be great, 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 just let me be great. I'm a king of Shakur, the future we need more, so officer of the law, just let me be great. Everybody in the struggle that's really working they muscle to legalize their hustle, tell them, just let me be great. To the diamonds and the pearls, the young boys and girls that plan on changing the world, Earl, just let me be great. To the Trump administration, the faking, the demonstration, the messages, all the hate and wait, just let me be great, 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 just let me be great, wait, 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 just let me be great, 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 just let me be great, 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 just let me be great. Why you hate? I'ma grind today. Ain't got time to play. I'm trying to dominate. Stay out my way. Just let me be great. Ain't no mistake. Any kind of way. I'ma find a way. In my kindest way. What I'm trying to say. Just let me be great, 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 great. 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 Just let me be great, great. Just let me be great, 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 great. Just let me be great. Just let me be great.
That was Crucial, Armstead. Just let me be great. We'll get back to more music, some of the best indie music around the world after this. So, Yahoo is reporting right now, well, as you came across the feed, my feed, an hour and 45 minutes ago. So here's the question. What is this? 2018. So Trump's been in office for about almost, what's that, 12, about 15, 16, 17 months. So, I'm offering up this opinion to anybody who's listening or will be listening later on our podcast shows. Are we giving our president, our commander-in-chief, President Donald Trump, all right, seriously, in all sincerity, are we giving him a fair shake? Or have we, to some degree, been lashing out at him in a more vindictive, I guess in some ways, I guess you could look at it as discriminatory type ways, more so than we've done any of our other presidents? I mean, come on. people complained when Obama was in office, and we got a backlash from Obama. From the people who hated Obama, say he was doing a bad job. He was doing this. He was doing that. Obamacare sucked. So, and then we had the Bushes, junior and senior. So, and they had backlashes. They had intense criticism brought upon them. So, are we giving Trump a fair shake? Is it unbalanced to a certain degree? What do you think? And like I said, you can always email me at geupshaw@gmail.com, or you can go with our main email if it's working now. I hope it is. If not, you can always, like I said, contact us at geupshaw@gmail.com or greg.upshaw.nwcc@gmail.com, or our main email address, which is www.sime.mixlr.info@sime.today. If you want to contact us, you can also contact us on our personal website, sime.today. Hit the contact button, send us an email, but we just want your reaction, your response, whether good, bad, indifferent. All we just want is a town meeting of sorts, a collaboration of sorts. I know people out there have their ears on. I know they're watching. I know they're listening. I know they're hearing everything from all the different podcasts out there. So look, if you have a voice and you want to talk and speak about it, you need to go to one of these platforms. You don't have to go to ours, but hey, I would love it. But speak out. That's the only way we're going to get things done. And the reason I asked that question is because Fox military analyst says network makes him ashamed. And this military expert, Ralph Peters, a retired U.S. Army officer, said that he told Fox at the beginning of the month that he did not want his contributor contract renewed. That he felt ashamed. That he felt like basically what I'm not going to read every statement verbatim, but basically he felt like Fox, his network that he worked for so long, I think they said 10 years or so, maybe longer, maybe shorter, but that he felt ashamed. He felt like they were basically doing the Trump administration and Trump himself a misjustice, and that they're basically, if you wanted to take all the rhetoric away, all the words, all the jargon, all that basically we on a witch hunt. And that we didn't like Trump from the time we got in office until now. Well, you know what? Here's the problem with that. Trump fought a lot of that on his own. I'm sorry. He did. He bashed the women's rights. He bashed women. He bashed racism. He bashed everything that America was built on. He did this himself. But he done, I ain't going to say great things, but he had done some things that makes you proud to be American, as far as he doesn't like terrorism. No one does. But when it attacks our home, it's even when we become more of a band, a group, a collaboration. We come together as one unique force. So why is it that it takes chaos of unique circumstances to make us come together? Okay, but getting back to Mr. Peters, a retired U.S. Army officer, decorated, so and so, so. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to have nothing bad to say about the guy. But here's what he said. And yes, I was right 10 years or so. But over my decade at Fox, I was long proud of the association. Then he goes on to write, Peters wrote in an email that was distributed to colleagues at Fox News and first reported by BuzzFeed News. Now, I am ashamed. Quotation marks. So, what he's saying basically is that he doesn't like the way Fox is reporting the news when it reflects on the Trump administration. Well, I would like to know how you felt when Fox was reporting the same type of criticism to Barack Obama and the Obama administration. Because let's face it, y'all didn't pull no punches when Barack was in office. You didn't pull no punches. You didn't pull no punches when the Bushes were in office. Look, I'm not trying to defend anybody, but you didn't pull no punches then. And since you were there for over a decade, would that mean you would have seen at least, let me see, at least 3 different presidencies, terms? Yeah. So, and you didn't feel ashamed or to the point where you felt delegated or relegated myself to leave or resign because you felt so ashamed. But why is Trump such a magnet for controversy? I mean, I just don't get it. I really don't. I mean, yeah, mega billionaire, so and so and so, made his money, land, hotels, etc. Well known for being a shrewd, but, okay, I'm going to say it. They say honest businessman. I don't know how reputable that is at this point, because there's words coming out either way that he wasn't so reputable. But hey, let's just talk about what's going on now. So, are we carrying the Trump crusade to a new level that we haven't done with any of the other presidents that we had in office? The presidencies, in office. Let's think about that for a minute. Because, hey, everybody deserves a fair shake, even Trump. Even though in my opinion, since he's been in office, and like I said, about 17 months or so right now. But the point is, I have never, and I've been around for a moment now, luckily, thankfully, throughout some, tragedies, adversities in my life. I'm looking at, I just can't remember a time, and we had some humdingers of commanders in chiefs, all the way back to my boy. Every time I think about that guy, Nixon, Ike, the Kennedys, we can go further back, Roosevelt if you want to. But the point I'm trying to get across is, in his first 17 months of office, might be off a little bit, a month or two. There's been more chaos, more tension, more societal unrest since he's been in office in the first 17 months that I think any president, commander in chief, over the last 3 or 4 decades has ever brought into offices. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm saying in the initial term, the initial first year and a few months, 17 months or whatever. I have never seen so much chaos, so much disturbance. Now, I could be wrong. And if I am, please call in. We'll be here tomorrow at 7:15, hopefully on time. And we'll be here the following Tuesday and Wednesday. And like I said, you can always check out our email sites, our website. You can always send information to SIME today. That's SIME.today or SIME.today/Mixlr. Either way, we will get your information and we will get back with you. Hopefully within 24 to 48 hours. We normally get back within the first 24. So, I just, I don't know if that statement bothered me or not, but it's just the fact of what was said and how he said it. You know what I'm saying? That he's ashamed. And basically, if he's ashamed, is he also saying he's ashamed of the American people out there? Because let's face it, it ain't just Fox that's reporting the news. CNN, AP, Associated Press, BBC, the British Broadcasting Network, Huffington News, CNN News, CNBC, they all have their different takes. But no one's leaving. No one's like saying, hey, we think Trump is being badly misjudged. We think they're crucifying the guy. And let's face it, I don't see Trump backing down, okay? He's throwing his own darts, his own bullets too, So, I want to get into, the ongoing war of words that he's having with Kim over there in Korea. And no one's talking about that. And he ain't saying anything about that. But now here's the thing. And here's the thing I think that really got me riled up about it. It's a statement that made, let me make sure I get it because I'm going to have to read this verbatim. So you understand why I feel that way. He criticized primetime hosts. So when he say primetime hosts, he's also referring to some of his co-workers, his peers. Okay? So he's not just degrading certain people. He's not just degrading the Fox executives or the Fox network in general. He's not calling out names, okay? But he's definitely saying people that he worked with. Okay? So he criticized primetime hosts for profoundly dishonest assaults on the FBI, the Justice Department, the courts, the intelligence community, and Special Counsel Robert Mueller, who is conducting an investigation into the Trump administration dealings with Russia. And then he said he accused the network, I love this one, scaremongering, with lurid warnings of deep state machination. Okay. Now, a lot of big technical words, okay? But basically what he's saying is that we are bullying, that we are scaring Trump, intimidating him, the administration, and everything else. Now, here's the thing. When in the history of America, and I'm talking about going back ways here and there, you can pull up different little tidbits from different eras or whatever, but when has any administration been scared of the status quo? And I mean the news. Okay, they might be threatened by certain reports that might be validity, might be true, but as far as intimidated, come on now. Aren't you that's kind of overkill, right? And I understand that you are a respected officer in the military, and I give you props for that. But come on, you honestly believe that they are really intimidated? And like I said, and like I confirmed, and this came out, now this is on Yahoo's page, news, Yahoo breaks everything, but written and came out by AP reporter, Associated Press, David Bader. Now, one other thing I want to look at, this is what I think is very curious and of note. I'm not making this up, okay? When I said it has to be internal, because Peters did not mention any names, okay, verbatim. But Fox leading primetime host Sean Hannity has been the most vocal defender of the president, while talking of a deep state and casting doubt on the justice officials. Peters did not mention any names. But Fox leading primetime host Sean Hannity has been the most vocal defender of the president, while talking of a deep state and casting doubt on the justice officials. Trump has been an avid watcher of Fox, most notably its morning Fox and Friends program. The network is consistently the top-rated cable network each week, with primetime lineups of Tucker Carlson, Hannity, and Laura Ingraham. So, the network had an intramural debate of its own last week when the news anchor Shepard Smith, who just renewed his contract, said in an interview with Time magazine that Fox Opinions hosts don't really have rules and say whatever they want. So this is like big time pro debates on a pro level. Okay? To a point where all the gloves are off, and what's this, no rings brawl type of thing. We say whatever we feel like, and it's our opinion based on what we think and based on our facts and our substantial evidence. Okay? That's basically what he's doing. He said that the opinion lineup is there primarily as entertainment that led Hannity and Ingraham to fire back, saying that their shows have made news. And Peter said it appalled him that hosts who make their reputations as super patriots now advance the agenda of Russian President Vladimir Putin by making light of Russian involvement in the 2016 U.S. presidential elections. But see, I'm kind of confused here, okay? So you are ashamed of Fox because of how they're handling the Trump administration and so on and so on and so on. But you defended Trump. Is that what I'm getting? So, I don't know. Peters was suspended by Fox. Well, of course. You think Fox is going to let him just keep rambling? Somehow how ashamed he is? I mean, the African-American young lady, I forgot her name. Oh, hell, she was released and suspended for talking about things that they thought it was on, I don't think it was Fox, so it was ESPN, okay. But if they could release her because they felt like there's some of the things she was saying shouldn't be said on the platform of their network, and you kind of surprised that they released you, suspended you? Come on, man. Really? For 2 weeks in 2015 for using crude words to describe then President Barack Obama during an appearance on Fox Business Network. You didn't retire, though. You did not retire. You did not resign. You took it. Now, what are you saying? That it wasn't bad enough for you to retire or resign from working at Fox? And now, since we were going after Trump a little harder, is that what you're saying? Than normal? Than the other presidents? That you feel ashamed? But you didn't feel ashamed even when Fox suspended you for comments directed to Obama. So I'm kind of confused. Is anybody else out there feeling the same way or think differently? Hey, if you think differently, I don't care. Tell me. I want your opinion. We need to start collaborating, start doing the things that we need as American people. Okay? We'll be back talk sports. Let's get away from that for a moment and let's just talk some sports. Okay? So we'll be back. This is G.E. Shaw. Sime, Mixlr Radio tonight. This is Candy Rose featuring Ian Massa Harris. And I love this song. I love the song. I love the texture of the song, the background, and I love the gentleman singing too. This is Candy Rose, the best.
crash me down. Our love has taken its toll, right? Its cousin took it all. I got nothing left, it took it all, and I can't recall the last time I put a smile on your face. And you don't care if I'm happy, so I'm giving you space. Cause love knows where you go when you're gone in your head. When I'm next to you, I see you but you don't see me. And I go where you go if I knew how to follow you. Show me you lead, but I'm not where you want to be. But I'm the best you see. Hey, yeah, I'm the best. And it got harder and harder to be the one to make this call, be the one to end it all. I kept hoping you'd realize I was the best. I'm the best you ever had. I'm the best you ever had. I'm the best you ever had. And I'm tired, yeah, of trying, yeah. This love is exhausting. I'm calling time. I'm so tired, I'm so tired. Cause you'll never realize, you'll never realize I was the best. I'm the best you ever had.
Under the starlight, our hearts are beating like waves in the sea. The moon is shining, painted on the silver of your skin. The music is rising. Can't you feel the groove? So we have to hurry, 'cause when I feel this music, hey girl, let's go. Dance together in the starlight. Don't say anything, just dance. Come on, 'cause everything I want is to be with you. Into the music, our minds are dreaming new beginnings. Don't stop the
Are you an independent musician? How would you like to have your songs played on hundreds of radio stations just like the one you're listening to right now? Join MusicSubmit.com and we'll promote your music to radio stations and blogs in your genre. It's free to set up your account, and we guarantee your music will be considered for airplay by radio stations worldwide. Why not sign up today? It's free. MusicSubmit.com. Radio promotion for indie musicians.
They gave you bad news, you're feeling the blues. It feels like your world's crashing in. And then a song came on, and now the fear is gone. You got the strength to do it again. Do it again, music makes you go strong. It's the drug that heals your soul. Go strong. Takes all your fears away. It fills you up, it makes you whole. You feel just like that song no matter. Come what may, come what may. Hearing voices in your head, you fought until you bled. Sweet victory, you'll never be the same. You gave it all you got, and now you're smoking hot. You made it through, you're back in the game. Back in the game, music makes you go strong. It's the drug that heals your soul. Go strong, takes all your fears away. It builds you up, it makes you whole. It feels just like that song no matter. Come what may, come what may. So scared and yet so strong. You fought this thing for so long. I guess the heroes fear, but let's get one thing clear. You ace the test that makes you the best. When you were weak, sometimes things look bleak. They got you down so you could hardly move. But the music came alive. It's the stuff that makes you thrive. You're on the stage and you're starting to groove. Starting a groove, music makes you go strong. It's the drug that heals your soul. Go strong, takes all your fears away. It builds you up, makes you whole. You feel just like that song no matter. Come what may, music makes you go strong. It's the drug that heals your soul. Go strong, takes all your fears away. It builds you up, it makes you whole. You feel just like that song no matter. Come what may, come what may, come what may, come what may.
So maybe we don't know what love is, maybe it's all talked down. Maybe this is fiction and we're characters that someone forgot to write about. Maybe you love me, maybe the words just get lost. Maybe you don't see, honey, that your fear is starting to control all your thoughts. 'Cause one day, someday, one day, some way, I hope that you see me the way I see you. One day, someday, one day, some way, I hope that you see me the way I see you. And we are all the same, just trying to get through these days. But we are all the same. It's only love. So maybe it's true, maybe no one ever really knew all about you. Or maybe they knew, but you shine so brightly they just didn't know what to do. And maybe it's true, maybe it's me that sees you for everything you are and that you want to be. Maybe, darling, that's just the way the world was meant to be. 'Cause one day, someday, one day, some way, I hope that you see me the way I see you. One day, someday, one day, some way, I hope that you see me the way I see you. 'Cause we are all the same, just trying to make it through these days. But we are all the same, and it's only love. So it's one step forward, because we've got to stop looking back. And it's one last heartache. Together it's possible if we take a stand. So if you see me for me, I promise I will see you for only you. So that one day together we can see this through. So that one day together we will see only our truth. No more heartache and no more pain. And only love. And only love. And only love will remain. 'Cause it's only love, it's only love, it's only love, it's only one day, one day, one day. I hope that you see me, and it's only love, the way that I see you. 'Cause it's only love. I hope that you see me, and it's only love, the way that I see you. 'Cause it's only love, 'cause we are all the same. We are all the same, just trying to get through these days. But we are all the same. But we are all the same. We are all the same. We're just trying to get through these days. And we are all the same. So one day, someday, I hope that you see me the way I see you. 'Cause I wanna see you and me walking free in our own little fairy tales. 'Cause it's only love, and we are all the same. It's only love, it's only love. It's only love, it's only love, it's only love.
Dash, we way live.
Check out my suave and my debonair. Look at it, I'm super cool with it. You know I'm smooth with it. Check out my suave and my debonair. Look at it, super sophisticated. 100% I rate it. Consistent, I'm in my business, I get it. I shine on them like a Myers, I kill it. Check out my suave and my debonair. Look at it. Check out my suave and my debonair. Look at it.
Gon' dock my style to honor that. Talk down like no coming back. Performance max, so dumb the track. Run through packs like a running back. Bruno say he a dangerous man with the money in his pocket. Well, I'm opposite. For a meal, I'm bodied. I'm here without it. One thing, I really got it. Dropped it and got it again. Catch me on Sunset and drop plum lake when the cropping begin. Balenciaga, Louis Vuitton, walking pigeon and they hate it. Who say money don't buy love? Well, it's a damn sure go down payment. Ain't for the fellas or of them jealous, spoon fed since babies. For the underdog, they counted out, ain't enough hours in a day, G. Ain't got shit to prove, I just choose to make a statement. I refuse to lose, so I stay in their faces like braces. So unorthodox, my change up. Coming down, I came up. Losing count, getting paper cuts. My cruiser loop in a draping book. Foul fade, tapered up. Match the shades, the gangsta strut. Ran it up, the game is fucked. My haters.
Check out my swag with my debonair. Look at it, I'm super cool with it. You know I'm smooth with it. Check out my swag with my debonair. Look at it, super sophisticated. 100% already. Consistent, I'm on my business, I get it. I shine on them like a Myers, I get it. Check out my swag with my debonair. Look at it, check out my swag with my debonair.
I'm super suave and sophisticated. Cool, calm, and collected ways with exemplary taste to distinguished player that's cultivated. My style is distinctive and it could never be duplicated. The art of seduction to me is something that's overrated. The cut of my jib is what really keep ladies captivated. It's money I'm stacking daily and keeping me motivated. Some suckers keep hating, but while I'm winning, they losing. Plus all they women be choosing, cause my cologne be a rookie. I'm like that boy Lil O, cause real players get chose. Rest in love the 3-2, Big Hawk and Big Mo. I'm regal like and grandiose. Casket sharp from head to toe. Citrus blends and amber nose. Projecting up off of my skin and clothes. Staying spruced up and dapper down. Sauced up with swagger now. Bossed up and ballin' now. Sauce dripping up off me now. Yeah, and I be dressing so elegant. Conversation so eloquent. Man, your boy set the precedent.
Check out my swag with my debonair. Look at it, I'm super cool with it. You know I'm smooth with it. Check out my swag with my debonair. Look at it, super sophisticated. 100% already. Consistent, I'm on my business, I get it. I shine on them like a Myers, I get it. Check out my swag with my debonair. Look at it, check out my swag with my debonair. Look at it.
Jump out of that white thing with a pretty red, I'm about to give all these haters the blues. Got a horseshoe on the back of these jeans, a red all up under my shoes. Got purple like a bruise, people watch me like the news. No cape, but I'm super cool. No baby oil, super smooth. No propellers, but I fly too. She like my swag, she like my debonair. She said I'm hella player. Kiss the next so I can elevate her. I'ma make her coming for the elevator. I don't think that I'ma see her later, so I smash like it's my last time. But I doubt it though, cause I'm highly rated. I'm about business and about my cash. Ho.
JD Black, Suave, Debonair. Okay, getting back to what was going on earlier, what we talked about last, with Donald Trump, Mr. Peters, the analyst for Fox, military, veteran, etc., etc., etc. Here's something that just came out. Updated 8:23, and I'm assuming that's Eastern Standard Time. Okay, this came out, and basically, here's the thing. When I talked about the fact whether Trump is really intimidated or his administration is intimidated by anything that goes on in the news, hey, here we go. I'm not making this stuff up, people. This comes off of CNN Politics by Eli Watkins, CNN reporter. Trump ignored briefing materials that said not to congratulate Putin. And people don't know who Putin is again. He is the equivalent president of Russia. U.S. President Donald Trump congratulated Russian President Vladimir Putin on his re-election, despite the warnings from his own multiple national security advisors and briefing materials that said, "Do not congratulate this gentleman." The Washington Post reported this Tuesday evening. The Post cited an unspecified number of officials familiar with the call said Trump likewise did not listen to his aides, which he never has. Since Trump's been in office, he never listened to any of his advisors or aides. He does what Trump does. Trump talks and walks and talks to his own sound. So, going back to that statement that was made about Fox and the guy resigning and saying Fox, he's ashamed of Fox or whatever the case may be. Really? Why would you be ashamed? Because here's the deal. he doesn't seem to be worried about it. He doesn't seem to be upset about it. I mean, come on, man. The guy ignores his own advisors, security advisors. How many? I mean, look, I know over the decades, I'm not being naive. I'm pretty sure Obama, Kennedy, et cetera, had done some things against their advisor wishes. Okay? That's running a country, okay? You're going to have these type of decisions or go against people in your own cabinet. But they do not do this consistently. You feel what I'm saying? If you do, give me a holler. If you don't, give me a holler. But here's the thing. Excuse me. It said that Trump likewise did not listen to his aides who gave him talking points to condemn or nerve agent poisoning in the UK, which the U.S. has blamed on Russia. Nerve poisoning agents that he used on the UK. This is Putin now, the guy he just congratulated. Now, here's the thing that gets me the most. White House Press Secretary Sarah Sanders said both the nerve agent poisoning and the alleged, I love this, the alleged Russian meddling in 2016 election likely did not come up during the call. Really? Okay, I'm done for the night with that. Really? You don't think it came up in the call? Sure. There's no such thing as the Easter Bunny either, and there's Easter, right? Right. This just gets more hilarious by the moment, as well as the alleged affair that's still going into the news with Trump. And that's a different discussion for a different day. But that's still lingering on, which makes me believe, like I said before, and I told my co-host last week on an earlier show, that's something that's going on. An affair is one thing. I understand it's wrong. I understand it, but let's face it. Like she said, I'm saying many presidents over the years that has been caught red-handed has admitted to it and got over it. I'm not dismissing this because it's wrong. But the fact of the matter is, there are some underlying things that's not being discussed, that's being covered up. I do believe that. If you don't believe it, let me know. Hit me up. Okay, enough of that. A little bit of news going on in sports. Are the Portland Trailblazers, I know a lot of you people up here since you don't have the Sonics up here in the Pacific Northwest, is probably pouncing and bouncing and pouncing and pumping your chest because here come the Trailblazers. So here's the thing. Are the Trailblazers for real? Are they going to make some noise in the NBA version of the Big Dance, the Madness? Are they going to be the Cinderella team, the dark horse that no one see coming until it's too late? Maybe. We do know one thing. Damian Lillard and the other young man, I don't want to kill the young man's name, but the other guard, his sidekick, which is wrong too. He's not really a sidekick, but his running mate. Let's just put it that way. They might be two of the best guards in the NBA as far as a duo, tandem. Let's face it, Damian Lillard is playing you don't hear too much about him because of, Harden and his so-called MVP run and the Houston Rockets being the head odds-on favorites to maybe take down the Warriors, etc., etc., etc. Okay? But here's the thing. These guys can seriously rock. So, is there a dark horse out there? Are they the dark horse? Can they make some serious noise? Enough noise to give the Warriors and the Rockets, the Warriors and the Rockets, sound like a cool name, right? But give the Warriors, the Rockets, a run and be the outside dog horse. I don't know. You tell me. I actually seen them play a couple times, and let's put it this way. With the guard play that they have and the capability that they have, I wouldn't put it past them. But you know what they always say, though? When you get into the playoffs, that's when legends, superheroes are made. We'll find out. Because they will be there. They will be in the NBA version of the madness. Although it won't be in March, but they will be there. So, you tell me, are they coming? Are they a legitimate dark horse? If we're looking for dark horses out there, they will probably be mine. Because, let's face it, the Rockets are not considered a dark horse right now. They're considered a legitimate threat to the Warriors. I love the beard. I love Harden. I love his game. I love Chris Paul. But I don't know if they have enough firepower. You tell me. I just don't think when it comes down to it, man on man, uno, power against power, lineup against lineup, whether or not they have enough firepower. That's just my take. And if I'm having a little bit of problems or you getting a little bit of staticky, it's like we're having some technical difficulties. But it appears, are we okay? It appears that we're getting it back online. I hope so. Because we don't want to close the show abruptly. We don't. Because I love being here. And I'm getting more comfortable talking to you guys out there without my co-host, Rhani D Chae. So let's just keep on going. And like I was saying, since I got this back up, the gentleman I'm looking, that's what I'm talking about. CJ McCollum is the guy I'm referring to. What's going on right now, I'm looking at some of the feeds coming in, trying to figure out where this is coming in from. I mean, I know it's coming in from. Just trying to figure out. Oh, they're playing in the Rose Center. Rose Court. Okay. So they are playing in Portland. And right now, currently, for people who are interested, we got Houston up on the Trailblazers by 4. But it appears to be a pretty intense game. And the man of the hour, James Harden. So far, 36 points, 11 for 21, 3 for 5 from 3-point range, 11 for 15 free throw line. Yeah, 6. No, you don't. Yeah, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. What we got going on? 4 turnovers though. And that's the Harden for you. That's the beard. 2 personal fouls, but the guy has 36 points and working. I don't know if he's gonna be able to complete it, but he could have his first, or it might be a second, third, triple double. But his running mate, Chris Paul, is coming up right beside him. Although less shots, why not? It's Harden, okay? But they are working together. I didn't think they could, but they are. Paul, 6 for 14, 5 for 10 from 3 out of 4 free throws. He has 7 boards. How is it a guard of Chris Paul's nature and stature out rebound a guy like Harden, taller guard? But because we know what Harden does best. But Paul, 7 rebounds. He has 6 assists. Key factor, 0 turnovers. 2 personal fouls. Right now, the score is 104-100. Houston over the Oregon, my bad. Over the Portland Trailblazers from Oregon. I think that's kind of funny. All right. Let's keep going. We got Toronto in the final over Orlando, 93-86. Toronto still going strong, coming down the stretch. Oklahoma City loses a tough one to the Celtics, 100-99. The Pelicans, I guess didn't let what happened the game before deter them, because here come the Pelicans. The Pelicans, 115 over the Dallas Mavericks, 105. Here's another team out there that no one's talking about too much. The Minnesota Timberwolves. This is a young, vibrant, talented, quick team, but still lack the experience, I think, to go all the way yet. They are missing a couple little clogs, but they could be a big-time threat if they get hot. They're a dangerous team because, like I said, they're young and they don't know no better. But they win a good one over the Clippers, 123-109. Atlanta over the Utah Jazz by 5, 99-94. We got Detroit taking out the Suns, 115-88. As we speak, we know Toronto and Boston are locked in to a playoff berth. They got a playoff spot no matter what. Hands down. The fight will be going on for the other spots, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. That was an 8th spot. But Cleveland is looking pretty good right now. They're coming on. If Cleveland could get their act together and Love don't get hurt and then get all the other guys back healthy, it could be a final. I'm looking at either Toronto, Boston, or the Cavs. Although the Pacers are out there looking around too, along with those Bucks and that ridiculous 6'10" kid. I'm not going to try to pronounce his name, but you follow basketball like I do, you know who I'm talking about. That kid, to me, is going to be a future ambassador of the NBA. The kid can flat out play. Now, we know for sure, like I said, Toronto has clinched a playoff spot. So has the Celtics. And just taking a look around, make sure we got everything going right. And the West, well, we already know Golden State. You know, they had enough wins ahead of time. Now, they haven't clinched home court throughout the whole playoffs. But they have clinched the division for what, the third, fourth, fifth straight time? Yeah. Those are the Golden State Warriors. Everybody else appeared. Houston's clinched their division. Don't want to forget Houston. And they are basically right now in a dogfight. Houston right now has looks like about 2.5 game lead over the Warriors for home court throughout the whole playoffs. And New Orleans, San Antonio. San Antonio was left for dead about a month ago. Now they doing what Greg Popovich usually does with his team, make that final run for a playoff spot, and that's what it looks like right now. So we have New Orleans, San Antonio, Portland, Oklahoma City, and the Timberwolves. To me, are the outside threat. And Utah. The thing about the Northwest, the thing about the Northwest Conference in the Western Division, that is a loaded conference with Portland, Oklahoma City, Minnesota, Utah, even Denver. I mean, all with winning records. It's going to come down to who gets hot, who stays healthy coming down the stretch in the Northwest. Because to me, you're looking at the Southwest and the Northwest in the Western Conference as a two big dogs, and Golden State, the Clippers being, and actually the Lakers woke up, but they're not gonna make it. They're not gonna make the playoffs. It's gonna come down to those guys in the Southwest, Northwest, and Golden State and Clippers gonna be into a fight all the way down. That's what it looks like for sports. Coming up, we have the madness, and I think, let me make sure, I don't want to be, because they keep jockeying around with these brackets. So, everything all scribbled up and everything, so let me see what's going on. Yeah. Okay, so Thursday. What we got going on here? Sweet 16. I don't know why that one's not played yet, but that should have been played. So we know we got Loyola and Chicago going against Nevada at one game on Thursday. And we have K-State and Kentucky in the other round. So that's the first two games being played on Thursday. Florida State and Gonzaga. Gonzaga is back, folks. They don't go away. That's a hell of a team they have down there in Eastern Washington, Gonzaga. So we got Gonzaga, Florida State. And if I can get it back up, because I think we lost. Yep. Computer froze a minute. But you just hate when that happens. Yeah. Like I said, Gonzaga, Florida State. And we have Michigan and Texas A&M in the West. In the Midwest, we still have Duke, Syracuse, and one on Friday matchup. And we have Kansas, Clemson, the Clemson Tigers, and the Kansas Rock Chalk Jayhawks in a early evening round on Friday, along with Texas Tech, Purdue, and Villanova and West Virginia. So we have at least, we got here, 1, 2, 3, at least 4 Big 12 schools still in it. And my boys, Rock Chalk Jayhawks. All these games are being played on Thursday and Friday. So, that's it for March Madness, NBA. And we'll be back with some final words for the night. Right now, like promise, always promise, we're going to bring you music music and more music and my final words. This is G.E. Shaw, Sime, Mixlr Radio 29. This is Conceited by Weeks.
the smell of propaganda in the morning. I love the smell of propaganda in the morning. Any words you might say, I have alt meanings. My public face is one of a few. Got a coffin full of bad news. I'm shoveling, throwing stones out of a glass world to
and turning positives into truth. Never think you're alone, only riser. My fish plates, holding many hands. If I keep it in the bag while you're drowning it, we can keep up a pretense it did not exist. Are you dizzy? Then consider you're so spun. We're turning negatives into positives and turning positives into truth. We're turning positives into negatives and turning negatives into truth. He hacked them on his own, so how could you have known this plausible denial from your redacted files? We're turning positives into negatives, then putting negatives onto you. And we're deleting millions of emails, so you will never prove what we do.
your shadow on these walls. Now I see. Now I see. Now I see. Now I see your shadow on these walls. Now I see. Now I see. Now I see your shadow on these walls.
And we'll be back with more music as we head toward the end of another show, another program, and another evening with you guys out there. This is G. E. Shaw, Sime Mixlr Radio Tonight. And that's about it for the night as far as anything that's popping up on the radar, news wise, sports wise, Trump wise. We ought to call this the Trump news feed because everything, majority of the time, comes in is from our president elect, Mr. Trump. But before we go, a couple announcements to be made. Tomorrow. All right, stop. I know I can't sing. But you know what? I can tell you what's going on tomorrow. We'll be back at 7:15 tomorrow evening for another show. Hopefully, my co-host will be back, Rhani D Chae. If not, you have to deal with me, my boring, trying to be the great speaker I'm supposed to be. But you have to deal with G. E. Shaw tomorrow if Ronnie doesn't show up. But we'll be back tomorrow night, 7:15 p.m. And look at some new updates, new stuff going on in the news. Maybe follow up on some things that we talked about today. The bombings, hopefully, that subsided. Hopefully, they got some more information. Sorry, getting close to that night. Information. Look at what's going on in the women's field of the NCAA tournament, March Madness. Also, take a look at why I think something's going on, underlying factor that has to be going on with the affair deal that's going on. Oh, and by the way, she took a lie detector test. Hey, guess what? She passed. But outside of that, we're going to look at more allegations, looking more into the Trump, Russian President Putin, the 2016 election, so and so. We'll talk a little bit about the deal with Trump and the guy in Korea, the little tit-tat talks that have been going on. And whatever else it comes up, okay? That's what we're going to do. Because that's what we're all about, right? So we're going to open the platform. Anybody out there want to call, text, chat? We're here. We are here. And we're not going nowhere. Hopefully, we're not going nowhere. Okay? This is G. This is the E. Shaw. Mixlr Radio. Sime on the Spreaker Network. Outside, and we'll talk about it a little bit more, but on Friday, on Let's Talk Sports, we will talk about the NFL a little bit more, but the madness, because by that time, we'll have a good idea, or somewhat of an idea, of how the March Madness is going to shape up going into the Elite Eight and the Final Four. And I'm keeping both hands with my fingers crossed that the Jayhawks make it. It'll be cool to see the Jayhawks and the Wildcats from Kansas State make it to at least the Elite Eight. Be even better to show what a lot of people have said all year long throughout the college season, the prognosticator, that the Big 12 might have been the strongest conference this year. Wouldn't that be something? If they got one right. As far as anything else going on locally, I would know more if my girl shows up tomorrow, Rhani. Until then, we're just going to look around, and whatever comes in tomorrow, update news, feeds, whatever the case may be, we will check it out. But we're going to let you go. We're going to close out the show, and I'm going to bring it to an end with a couple songs toward the end. The one called Party Town, Eugene Williams. That one's going to go out as the closer to G.W. Upshaw, my brother. Happy birthday once again. Man, we still here, my man. We're still here. We're still on this God-given planet. Hallelujah for that, right? So, and to an old high school mate of mine, just wished him a happy birthday as well. His name is Mike Weinsberg. Hey, man. We're one of the lucky ones to still be on this planet. I guess that's something to be thankful for. But outside all that, let's get back down to the closing, shall we? This is G.E. Shaw, and this is Downtown Happen Orange. This is G.E. Shaw.
Into the light, and I'm holding on to my life. Well, on this stage where they want change, we'll show them what we became. We'll take me downtown to the crowd so I can hear my name call. We'll take me downtown to the crowd, I want to hear my name call. know I fail most of the time. But if you could stay by my side, maybe we'll see what we can be if we give ourselves the opportunity.
Downtown to the crowd so I can hear my name call. We'll take it downtown to the crowd. I want to hear my name call.
Preacher's daughter from a southern town. I never did much helling around. I acted the lady I was taught to be, but I knew about the stranger in me. The stranger in me will dance all night, do anything to feel alright. She likes being wild and free. You're gonna love the stranger in me. You've been lonely and traveled the world, looking for a different kind of girl. I'm a gentle river or a stormy sea. You're gonna love the stranger in me. The stranger in me will dance all night, do anything to feel alright. She likes being wild and free. You're gonna love the stranger in me. There ain't no danger with a proper stranger. Ooh, there ain't no danger with the proper stranger. One night with me is all it takes. I can fix any old heartaches. I got a few chips up my sleeve. You're gonna love the stranger in me. The stranger in me will dance all night, do anything to feel alright. She likes being wild and free. You're gonna love the stranger in me. Will dance all night, do anything to feel alright. She likes
And that's it for tonight. This is G.E. Shaw, Sime, Mixlr Radio tonight. Saying goodnight, see you tomorrow. This is Eugene Williams. Party Town, going out to G.W. Upshaw. Have a good night.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Y'all going to the party tonight? Yeah, that's cool. Having a good time tonight.
Are you an independent musician? How would you like to have your songs played on hundreds of radio stations just like the one you're listening to right now? Join MusicSubmit.com and we'll promote your music to radio stations and blogs in your genre. It's free to set up your account, and we guarantee your music will be considered for airplay by radio stations worldwide. Why not sign up today? It's free. MusicSubmit.com. Radio promotion for indie musicians.